The following is a Richie on Sports production.
NOLACatholicLeague.com on Cox 4 is presented by Tachi Insurance and Financial Products. Call 504-455-0575. For the second consecutive year, for the third time in 5 years, Rummel is headed to the state championships. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to NOLACatholicLeague.com. I'm Eric Ritchie, pleased to be joined by Rummel head coach Jay Roth. And Coach, it's been a couple days now. I know you were still in disbelief after the St. Aug win. The moment was fresh. What about it? Has it sunk in?
It has sunk in. It's been a great feeling. It was one of the biggest victories we've had here at Rummel in a long, long time as far as upsetting a team that was #1 seed. But we're going to give it about 12 more hours, and we hit the practice field tomorrow. It's over.
15-0 last season. You ended in the Dome with a win, capping off your first state championship in school history. Can you compare that feeling, Coach, when you won the state championship with the win and the way things went down in the St. Aug semifinal win?
Well, the difference is, one of them, there was finality about it, if that's even a word. You know,
Yeah.
The season ended. You knew you were going into that game against Byrd last year, and it was going to be your last one. The one against St. Aug, you knew, if you knock them off, you got a chance to win state, but you still got another game left to play if you happen to knock St. Aug off. So it was different, but for what we accomplished last season and what we wanted to accomplish this season, that St. Aug win really made this season really shine so far up to date.
Let's take you back to when it wasn't shining. Week 5, you blew a 21-0 lead against Dutchtown, losing in double overtime. You fell to 3-2. You lost Keith Fulton to a broken foot. You lost, so many things there. You lost a couple of R's on the helmets. After you ripped those R's off that team's helmet, did you think that you'd be sitting here right now getting ready for a state championship?
No, because taking nothing away from Dutchtown. They were the reason we lost our 21-0 lead, because they came out and played the second half, and we really didn't. And it was just upsetting that we just didn't play with the intensity you need to play with to keep that lead. And it was a rough ride home. It was a rough week of practice, and I let the kids know how I felt, because that's just not how teams here play at Rummel. And for the second time in 19 years, we took the R's off the helmet. And it's really gotten a lot more play than I ever thought it would. From media, from parents, from people disgruntled, alumni saying, put them back on, I'll buy you 2 more, But the point was this: when you wear that R, at least that's how we feel at Rummel, you need to represent the whole school and represent all those guys who played before you. So, after the Holy Cross win, Holy Cross ranked very high in the state, and we upset Holy Cross 28-0, and they earned one of those R's back, and that's how it's going to stay till the season's over.
And then maybe another R, possibly? We'll get to that later. I won't even let you answer that. A 31-28 victory over St. Aug. We'll show the highlights in the next segment, but let's just talk about it and put that win into perspective as far as jumping out to a lead early. St. Aug fights back. You get the Ivan Phibbs touchdown with the $1:21 left to go in the game. Then, if you can believe it, 3 turnovers late in that game. Just put the win into perspective. Tell us about that game, and we'll show highlights in the next segment.
Well, I challenge the players before the game to, do not be afraid to make a play. Try to make a play. Don't worry about making mistakes, Go for the ball. Try to make the good throw, make the great catch. And, and when guys made the plays that night, like Ivan Phibbs with that reverse field run, trying to make a play when I don't like them to reverse the field. That could have easily been a 10-yard loss, but you know what? He took a chance and he made a big play. Chase Forcade running with the ball, which he hadn't done all season. Henri Tolliver making interceptions, plays on the ball, which I've been waiting for all season. Hey, make plays, guys. And it was an ebb and flow game, being that we had the momentum early, going up 21-8. Then that muffed block punt took some energy away from us. St. Aug regained the momentum in the third quarter because we drove the ball but couldn't score. And that last drive took the momentum away from them. And then they have 3 turnovers in 34 seconds. Somebody was watching the game online said they thought it was crazy. Thought somebody didn't know what they were talking about. How can you turn the ball over in 3 times in 34 seconds? But it was it was anybody's game there at the end, the last 34 seconds.
Let's take our first break here on NOLACatholicLeague.com. When we return, the highlights, everything that Coach Roth just said in pictures coming up as we take our first time out from Rummel High School here in the Raiders locker room.
Hi, I'm Natalie Tachi with Tachi Insurance and Financial Products. We are now selling the affordable health care insurance plans, and I would like to wish all of the New Orleans Catholic School football teams good luck this season, but go Holy Cross!
At MyHealthInsuranceLady.com, we offer online quotes for Blue Cross, Humana, and Coventry, just to name a few.
That's my health insurance lady.
We offer you expert advice on choosing a plan that's right for you and your family.
That's my health insurance lady.
So go to MyHealthInsuranceLady.com for your health insurance needs.
That's my health insurance lady.
MyHealthInsuranceLady.com.
At first, man, when I got hurt, I was real hurt because I knew it was my senior year and I was gonna miss it. But when I came back, I told my team when we had a chance, I was gonna bring them to the dome, and that's what happened. I knew I had messed up on the last drive, and all I wanted to do, it stayed on my mind throughout that drive, and I knew I had to come back and make another play for my team, and that's what I did.
The Fulton brothers, Keith and Christian, bring us back from break. Welcome back to NOLACatholicLeague.com. Eric Ritchie, pleased to be joined by Rummel head coach Jay Roth. They have both contributed in a big-time way, and as we just heard, very humble. Of course, Keith broke his foot in the Dutchtown game, wanted to contribute, and has. And certainly Christian beat himself up for the play before and came back and made a huge difference maker in that game as well.
Yeah, two fine men, and I'm going to start with Christian. You know, he's an every down player on defense as a sophomore, so that's pretty impressive, a sophomore corner starting and covering some of the best receivers in the state. And then Keith, what can I say? You know, just his leadership and his presence on the field gives us this feeling that we can succeed, you know. And like I say, when he got hurt against Dutchtown, that might have been part of the letdown. I don't know. But his return's been pretty impressive considering he had surgery and a plate put in his foot.
If you're one of the fortunate few and had a chance to witness this game in person, well, you're going to want to relive it right now with some tremendous video. Time now to roll the highlights of Rummel's 31-28 state semifinal victory over top-ranked St. Aug. It was one for the ages as St. Aug and Rummel squared off in the Division I semifinals. Rummel with the ball first and opening with an impressive drive. Keith Fulton, nice gain off the pitch from Chase Forcade. It led to the game's first touchdown. Fulton barrels in from point blank, and the Raiders strike first, up 7-0. Did not take St. Aug long to answer. Their ensuing drive ends when Leonard Fournette takes a short pass from Toy Jackson, and he's going to take it all the way. That's a 20-yard touchdown. St. Aug is on the board. Purple Knights elect to go for two, and it's Jackson and Fournette again hooking up. That's a pretty play, and St. Aug now on top, 8-7. Keith Fulton was still out with the broken foot when St. Aug beat Rummel during the regular season. Showing no ill effects from that injury here, Fulton's going to take the screen pass 61 yards all the way down to the St. Aug 8-yard line. Very next play, it's Forcade taking it in himself. And it's two impressive offensive drives for Rummel, both leading to touchdowns, Raiders leading 14-8. Special Teams comes up with the game's next big play. Brandon Phillips with the explosion and the block punt. Loose ball in the end zone. Israel Tucker with the recovery. And that's another Rummel touchdown. And it's a 21-8 Raiders lead. St. Aug would not falter, responding on their next drive with the touchdown. Coming on a quick reverse, and it's Leonard Fournette coming out of the trenches with the burst of speed and a St. Aug touchdown. Again, the Purple Knights go for two, and again Jackson connects with Leonard Fournette, and it was a 21-16 game, late first half. Raiders, though, get the last points of the half when Justin Moraine drills a 35-yard field goal as time expires, and Rummel went to the break, leading 24-16. St. Aug got the ball back first when play resumed, and it's back to Leonard Fournette. With help from a key downfield block from wide receiver Stanley Morgan, Fournette breaks it for a 39-yard touchdown. Two-point conversion failed this time, so the Purple Knights still trailing 24-22. In a game full of offense, each team's defense came up with big plays and stops. First, it was St. Aug, and it's Marcette Andry. Breaking free for the sack, he lost his helmet and showed the fire. Rummel has a strong pass rush as well. Held in check for most of the night, but not here. It's Briston Gidry getting to Jackson for the sack. Another big play in a season full of them for the sophomore. Fourth quarter now, Rummel still up by 2. St. Aug facing a 3rd and 25, and Jackson connects with Morgan across the middle for a huge first down as the Purple Knights are driving. It led to another touchdown, and again it's Jackson finding Fournette. Fournette, maybe his last prep game, he's certainly hoping it's not, in for the score, and St. Aug is on top 28-24. But Rummel would not go away. A 2-minute offense, one for the ages. Sophomore quarterback Chase Forcade, back-to-back, gritty, tough runs. It put the Raiders in position for the score. At the 9-yard line, just around 1:30 left, the handoff goes to Ivan Phipps. It's a sweep to the left. There's no room there, so Phipps reverses his direction, and now it's a foot race. To the corner of the end zone, Phipps has been doing it all year, and he's going to do it again tonight. The touchdown put Rummel on top. The extra point was good. It was 31-28 with 1:21 left to go. The next 3 possessions, unbelievable. St. Aug had driven to midfield. They're going to go up top. Jackson's looking for Leonard Fournette across the middle, but it's picked off. It's the sophomore, Christian Fulton, number 1. He's number 1 in Rummel's hearts with that interception. It seals the game, or did it? Rummel's going to try to run out the clock. On 3rd down, there's a bad exchange between Forcade and Fulton. Fournette is there, and so is Tim Dawson. He's going to pick up the loose ball for St. Aug, giving new life to the Purple Knights. J. Roth can't believe it, and here we go. Jackson's first play from scrimmage, just 24 seconds left. Goes to the corner of the end zone, and another interception. This time it's Henri Tolliver, and that one's going to seal it. The interception seals the win, and Rummel is headed back to the Dome for a 2nd consecutive season, defeating St. Aug 31-28 in a semifinal game for the ages.
Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
Can you put this one into words, Coach?
No, that was ridiculous back and forth. The ebb and flow of that whole thing was ridiculous, you know. But it feels great because we knocked off the number 1 team in the state tonight. Hard to believe right now.
Yeah.
Hard to believe. Very proud of my team tonight because we had a lot to overcome just facing these guys. They're so talented. And, I was just proud of the way they played. They played well.
You know, basically, they wanted it better than us. You know, they made the plays and we didn't. We had our opportunities, but we didn't get it done.
I started running to the left, but it wasn't really nothing there. I saw my corner of my eye that there wasn't too many people backside. And I got hit when I was looking at it, and I broke out, and I just broke back to the right.
What was the feeling once you realized you were in the end zone?
I almost cried. It was a good feeling, great feeling.
In a world full of ordinary, invite the unexpected. Bellegarde Hardscapes. Be prepared for company. Visit us at bellegarde.biz.
For your decorative outdoor living needs, call Gemstone, your local Bellegarde dealer, in the New Orleans area and the North Shore, in Baton Rouge, and in Lafayette.
Acme Oyster House has been satisfying the appetites of locals and tourists for over 100 years. It's the quality you can taste in our fresh Gulf oysters. So whether ice cold on the half shell, char grilled in a sizzling garlic butter, or fried to golden perfection, Acme oysters are the best you'll ever have. And it's not just the oysters. We're serving all the New Orleans classics like red beans and rice, seafood gumbo, jambalaya, and more, seasoned to perfection and served up with a smile. So pull up a chair, take in the history, and soak up the flavor. Acme Oyster House, still grilling and chilling for over 100 years.
Welcome back to NOLACatholicLeague.com. I'm Eric Ritchie alongside Coach Roth, and you just saw the highlights. And it's something that's not really new. And obviously, you know, you lost to the regular season, but that was a rarity. Coach Payton has a thing about beating the Falcons, and he's done it with regularity. The same can be said against St. Aug with you, Coach Roth. You seem to have had their number both as a player. You never lost to him as a player, and I believe you're now 17-3 as a coach. What is it about you and beating St. Aug?
I don't know if it's about me, to be honest with you. I think it's about just making your players believe to play talent, and sometimes superior talent, believe it or not. I think that was a superior talented team the other night. And I know it was a tough loss for St. Aug because their goal was to win state. But, I've had some great coaches. We've had stability at Rummel. I mean, you're talking about 19 years here at Rummel with 3 of the coaches I started with. And then just to have some good kids and some good players. So I think that has helped. That has helped.
Leonard Fournette scored 3 touchdowns in that game and, again, rushed for about 115, 120 yards. We're going to hear his comments now. And, again, that was his last prep game and maybe arguably one of the top running backs this area has ever produced. Let's hear now from Leonard Fournette just moments after the loss against Rummel. What a battle for your last prep game.
It was a humble experience, coming in playing Rummel. They was prepared for us. And it was a great season for us. And my hat goes off to Rummel, and I hope they win the state championship.
What was your feeling like in this game? I mean, it was back and forth, Leonard, back and forth. I mean, all the way to the end when that fumble gave you one more chance.
Things happen. Maybe it wasn't our year. And I'm still proud of the team. I'm still proud of the seniors overall stepping up during this game. That's all I have to say.
Leonard, I know this isn't the way you wanted to end your prep career, but can you kind of sum it up right now, just seconds after it ended? Just kind of sum it up.
Well, I feel like we created a legacy overall, by being John Curtis and six years or whatever. But I'm still proud of him, even though I know it hurts and we want to play in the Superdome. But it's on to the next now.
When you got that fumble back and St. Aug had one more shot, what was the mentality? What were you guys feeling right there?
We had to score. It was a must. 24 seconds left. And, the defense couldn't stop us. So, but things happen.
Hey, Leonard, on the last play, man, I saw you were there, you consoled Toy, man. It says a lot about your character. You were right there with him, man.
That type of things happen in games like this. I know you feel like the whole world's on the shoulders not to get you a pick, but it's on to the next. I'm proud of Toy. I'm proud of my team overall. And it was a humble season, more matter of fact, and we made history and created a legacy for ourselves.
Man, what do you want people to remember about Leonard Fournette, man? We talk about you 5 years from now.
It's not about me, it's about the team. It's not everybody always say Leonard Fournette this, but I can't do all this by myself. The team helped me, and the coaches too, by putting hard work in the summertime, waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and especially during this period of this Thanksgiving break, waking up 5 o'clock in the morning just to practice, getting it in. And Rummel came prepared, so shouts out to them.
In a few minutes, you're going to take that uniform off for the last time, man. What's that going to kind of feel like?
I don't know. Until I take it off, I really can't tell you how my emotions are going to feel.
Leonard, when you went down, were you cramping up or did you get...
Yeah, I caught a cramp in my right calf muscle.
To get this close and to not get there,
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it hurts a lot. Yeah, it hurts a lot. But I can't really put it in words, but I want to tell them that I love them. From the bottom of my heart, I love them. It was a great season playing with them.
Coach, I thought he was very humble. I think he was very sincere with what he said. He's rooting for you in the state championship. Give us your thoughts on Leonard Fournette.
Well, first of all, I feel like I've gotten to know Leonard because when you play a great player like that over 4 years, and this is the 5th time I believe we've played him in 4 years, you kind of get to know him. And I can't tell you, and I know you've heard this before, what type of person he is off the field. He's one of the finest young men you ever want to meet.
Yep.
Well-spoken, humble, gives credit where credit's due, and he was a credit to the St. Aug school and the program over his 4 years there. Fabulous player. We knew every year that we were going to play him that, we missed 24 tackles the first game when we played, and I'd say about 22 of them were trying to tackle him. And, I wish him the best in his collegiate career. He's brought a lot of attention and a lot of good publicity to St. Augustine, and I respect the heck out of him.
Time for a break here on NOLACatholicLeague.com. And there's that R on the helmet that Coach Roth was talking about. And holding that helmet, a very special person. That's Coach Roth's 9-year-old son. It's Craig. He's a 3rd grader at Keogh France School. And there is a future Raider right there, looking good. We're back on NOLACatholicLeague.com after this.
Hi, I'm Natalie Tachi with Tachi Insurance and Financial Products. We are now selling the affordable health care insurance plans. And I would like to wish all of the New Orleans Catholic School football teams good luck this season, but go Holy Cross!
At MyHealthInsuranceLady.com, we offer online quotes for Blue Cross, Humana, and Coventry, just to name a few.
That's my health insurance lady.
We offer you expert advice on choosing a plan that's right for you and your family.
That's my health insurance lady.
So go to MyHealthInsuranceLady.com for your health insurance needs.
That's my health insurance lady.
MyHealthInsuranceLady.com. Back here with NOLACatholicLeague.com, Jay Roth, Eric Ritchie. Let's talk about the other side of the bracket. Your thoughts on the Holy Cross matchup with Byrd, because we could very well right now be preparing for an all-Catholic League state championship.
We could, but people often forget Byrd's the number 2 seed in this whole tournament here.
Right.
So it's not, Holy Cross got beat by a team that was seeded higher than them. Holy Cross played well. As a matter of fact, at halftime, I thought it was going to be 3-0 a Holy Cross victory. So, people forget that Byrd's a very, very good football team.
Let's find out firsthand highlights now of the Holy Cross Byrd game, which Byrd, the 2 seed, won 14-10. A second straight state semifinal appearance for Holy Cross. No easy task on a chilly night at Tad Gormley Stadium, hosting second seed Byrd. A physical contest that was dominated all night by defense. First quarter, Tigers linebacker Zach Harris, a tackling machine. Holy Cross needed every one of them, especially late first quarter. Byrd first and goal from inside the 5, but the Holy Cross defense not budging. First, it's Kevin Durr on the tackle, and Byrd will have to try again. This time, it's Harris. The young man was a beast on this night. Third and goal now. Byrd still trying to smash it in, and Will Grote saying, "Not in our house, you don't." Sets up a fourth and goal. Byrd decides to let the first quarter clock wind down and try their luck on the other end. First play of the second quarter. Byrd on a fourth and goal from point blank, and it's Joel Dullery with penetration, and Dullery's not going to let go. The tackle for loss, the goal line stand is complete, and Holy Cross takes over on downs. The Tigers would get some breathing room, but both teams would exchange punts from there, or would they? Byrd on a 4th and 6, going with the fake, but would come up short, and again, it's Holy Cross ball. This time, the Tigers offense begins to click. First, quarterback Joel Dullery connects with Jerry Cook for a big gain down the Holy Cross sidelines. Then to the ground, where back-to-back runs from Trey Turner had Holy Cross knocking at the door. Third and goal, controversy. To Barry to Darius Rodrigue, right at the goal line. Was he in? Holy Cross sure felt so, but the call on the field was that he was just short. After a penalty on Holy Cross, back the Tigers up 5, Barry Wilson elected for the field goal. And after another penalty, Reed Gravelet nailed the chip shot for the game's first points. Third quarter now, and this time it's Byrd's offense who gets on a roll. Long drive ends with a short touchdown run when Lewis Mills plows in, and after the extra point, Byrd now led 7-3. Ensuing drive turned out to be the best one for Holy Cross all night. Big play came when Tiberi connected with Jason Abide, and Abide turns and burns. The big gain gives Holy Cross some momentum. So does this. Third down now, and Tabary can't find a receiver, so he's going to put his head down, and he's going to run for the first down. Sticks his head down. Young man is tough. He gets the first down. Again, the drive would stall, so on fourth down, Holy Cross elects to go for the field goal. Gravelet nails it, but wait a minute. Gravelet's limping. There's a flag on the play, roughing the kicker. First down, Holy Cross. Take the points off the board. It's a first down now. Holy Cross is going to go for the touchdown. Tabary on the slant. There's Cook, and Holy Cross finds the end zone for the first time of the night, and they will go up on top, 10-7. Again, Byrd would march down the field on a long, methodic drive, and again, find the end zone themselves on a short run from Travion Allen, retaking the lead at 14-10. After a Holy Cross punt, the Tigers defense again comes up big. Adrian Richardson with the monster takedown, and now it's Byrd's turn to punt. And this time, Dullery's gonna get some room and give his offense great field position after the nice return. First play from scrimmage, and Byrd's gonna come up with the interception just in front of the goal line. Again, the Holy Cross defense would rise to the occasion. Harris with yet another big tackle. Byrd forced a punt. Under 2 minutes left, and the Holy Cross offense will have one more try. After a complete pass to Cook, Holy Cross faced a 4th and 5 with the minute 34 and could not convert. Another tremendous season for Holy Cross comes up just short. Heartbreaking final, 14-10, Byrd.
Well, it's tough because we had every opportunity and just we couldn't get it done. And it's a shame. We had some great opportunities and we missed them. And hey, they played well. they're a good football team, and they beat us.
My team, we fought all the way through it. Every play we played it like it was our last, and I'm real proud of my team. I have no regrets tonight, and I'm real glad what we did. And I love to make history, and I just hope that we can do it again next year.
Coming out, we thought we were going to win. We played hard, played all the way through. We came out, the second half, we kind of slumped down in the first couple minutes. They came out and they scored and they put it to us. But, you know, coming out doing something the schools have done in a long time, you know, it means a lot to us in the school. We did everything we can. Hopefully next year the team will pick it back up.
Hi, I'm Natalie Tachi with Tachi Insurance and Financial Products. We are now selling the affordable health care insurance plans, and I would like to wish all of the New Orleans Catholic School football teams good luck this season, but go Holy Cross!
Step outside the ordinary to a place where dining out never requires reservations, and paradise is as close as your patio. A world paved with style and a little bit of magic. Bellegarde Hardscapes. Be prepared for company. For a free idea book, call 877-BELLEGARDE or visit bellegarde.biz.
For your decorative outdoor living needs, call Gemstone, your local Bellegarde dealer, in the New Orleans area and the North Shore, in Baton Rouge, and in Lafayette.
Acme Oyster House has been satisfying the appetites of locals and tourists for over 100 years. It's the quality you can taste in our fresh Gulf oysters. So whether ice cold on the half shell, char grilled in a sizzling garlic butter, or fried to golden perfection, Acme oysters are the best you'll ever have. And it's not just the oysters. We're serving all the New Orleans classics like red beans and rice, seafood gumbo, jambalaya, and more, seasoned to perfection and served up with a smile. So pull up a chair, take in the history, and soak up the flavor. Acme Oyster House, still grilling and chilling for over 100 years.
Just about ready to wrap up this edition of NOLACatholicLeague.com. Coach Roth, let me ask you, this week, it's a bye week, and I know we've talked already this season about the format this year, and we know your feelings, but now that it's here, your itinerary this week on a bye week to prepare for a state championship.
Kind of taking a page out of the college teams that play on Thursday night or Tuesday night, or the pro teams. We gave the kids off today. We're going to work light Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to give them off Thursday and Friday, and then we're going to start our game week on Saturday. That Saturday's will be our Monday since we play on Thursday. So then we'll go Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, up to game day. So when we hit the field on Saturday, it's going to be 5 days of consecutive practice preparation for Byrd.
Before I let you go, and we want to talk about one of the coaches that you defeated this year in the hook and ladder. You won that game in the last second. Keith Fulton goes the distance against Hanville. Coach Valden stepped down, citing health reasons earlier in the week. If you can, just give us your thoughts on Lou Valden, who does have a Catholic League background with his days in Shaw.
You know, I'm going to tell you, some of my best years of coaching when I was an assistant coach, when I didn't feel the pressure you might feel now. And Lou and I were assistants at Jesuit together.
Okay.
And those were the 3 most enjoyable years of my coaching career because I worked with great people. I was under Mark Songi. I worked with Lou Valden, Scott Hildebrand, guys that we had fun going to work with every day.
Yep.
I've enjoyed competing against Coach Lou, you know, in the playoffs, spring games. And I remember the year that he beat Evangel, a highly favored Evangel team, to win that state championship. So people forget what that man's done for Hornville.
Well, we wish him the best and his family as well, and just hope Coach Valden rebounds very soon. But that'll do it for another edition of NOLACatholicLeague.com. For all the good folks behind the scenes, for Coach Roth, I'm Eric Ritchie. Thanks for watching, and log on to NOLACatholicLeague.com for more.